Okay, things in the AI world are moving incredibly fast. You could almost say officially insane.
Mm.
And last week, we got this announcement about something called Warmwind. It's
Mm.
being called the first AI native operating system. Big claim. And it sounds like it could really change how we use computers, how we manage all our digital stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a big headline.
Now, I get it. AI native operating system probably sounds like Greek or maybe Chinese to a lot of people listening. That's exactly why we're doing this deep dive.
Right.
We're going to unpack what this tech actually is, look at what the sources, the announcement videos, demos, some hands-on reports are saying, and figure out what it really means for, well, for your workflow.
It's funny because in a way, AI operating systems felt kind of inevitable, didn't they?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Ever since ChatGPT really blew up back in late 2022, showing us you could just talk to a machine naturally, the direction seemed pretty clear.
We all started thinking about those sci-fi visions,
Yeah.
right? Like Star Trek computers or the OS in the movie Her.
Exactly. An AI that just gets you, controls your apps, acts like a real assistant. And we've seen pieces emerge, haven't we? Voice chatbots getting smarter, AI agents doing specific tasks, tools trying to control Windows, even Apple Intelligence recently.
It's the building blocks.
But the interesting thing here is Warmwind isn't quite that sci-fi personal assistant. And maybe the bigger surprise, it's not from Google or Microsoft or Apple. It's from a German startup, Jenna.
Okay, right. So let's unpack that. When I hear operating system, I'm thinking Windows, Mac OS, Linux, stuff I use directly. Warmwind seems to be twisting that definition. How does that actually change things for how we manage digital work? Is it just fancy automation?
That's a really good question because it flicks the script on what an OS is for. So Warmwind, they've been working on it for 2 years apparently. They call it a cloud-native, AI-driven platform.
Okay.
And it's specifically built to automate complex digital workflows. The name itself, Warmwind, is deliberate, Jenna says. It's an operating system for AI workers, not really for us humans directly operating it.
Ah, okay. So it's like the manager, not the employee doing the clicking.
Kind of, yeah. Or maybe it's the HR department hiring the AI workers. In practice, it's basically a smart AI agent, or, as they put it, an army of agents running totally on its own in a secure virtual space up in the cloud.
And crucially, you mentioned it's German-based.
Yes, and that's a big selling point. All the data handling happens on German servers, which means it falls under strict GDPR privacy laws. Plus, it keeps running its tasks even if you turn your own computer off.
Okay, that's a key difference then. This isn't just like ChatGPT answering a question or writing an email draft for you. This thing actually does the work.
Yeah.
The sources emphasize that it clicks, types, navigates through apps, just like a person would. And apparently, without needing complicated API hookups for every single app. That sounds huge.
It really is the core idea. Underneath it all, it is running on a real OS, a custom Linux distribution, actually.
Yeah.
But it's optimized for these automation jobs. It uses tech like Wayland and VNC streaming. Basically, it sends what the virtual machine is seeing to your web browser.
So you can watch it.
You can, yeah, you can monitor it. But the clever bit is if you close your browser window, the AI just keeps going. It runs in the background until you tell it to stop. That's the whole always-on aspect.
Right, that's the fundamental shift. Okay, so how do you actually tell this digital employee what to do? How do you set it up? Is it complicated to teach?
They've focused on making it pretty accessible, actually. There are 2 main ways. First, there's teaching mode.
Right.
This is where you literally show the AI what you want done. You perform the task once clicking, typing, navigating on its virtual screen, and it watches and learns to repeat it perfectly.
Like recording a macro, but smarter.
Yeah, think of it like training a super attentive intern, one who never forgets anything. And this is great for, say, older software or really niche internal tools that don't have APIs or aren't something a general AI would know about.
Makes sense. And the second mode?
That's prompting mode. Here, you just describe what you want in plain English, natural language. Do this, then do that, use this information. And Warmwind uses its AI smarts to figure out the steps itself.
And it seems like it can work with almost anything. The sources mention this App Store integration. They list web browsers, Microsoft Office, Gmail, Google Sheets, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, even, you said, old ERP systems.
Yeah, enterprise resource planning systems, those big, sometimes clunky company-wide databases and tools.
Which often don't have easy ways to automate.
Exactly. The core principle seems to be, if a human can sit down and use the software through its regular interface, Warmwind should be able to use it too.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Can you walk us through one of the simpler examples they showed?
Sure. So imagine you tell Warmwind, use ChatGPT to research the latest AI developments and summarize the key points. Then send that summary to me at developers.digest.ai@gmail.com. Warmwind would then, on its own, open a browser, go to ChatGPT, type in the request, wait for the summary, copy the text. Then it might open Google Docs, paste it in, save it, open Gmail, compose a new email to you, attach the doc, and hit send.
Wow, all from that one sentence prompt.
Right. And the real power comes when you set that up as a recurring task, like do this every Monday morning. So you just get a weekly AI news digest in your inbox without lifting a finger.
That's pretty cool for straightforward stuff.
Oh,
But what about stringing multiple things together? The sources also had a more complex example, didn't they? Something about blog posts.
yeah, that one really showed the potential. The prompt was something like, use Firefox to check Hacker News and GitHub trending for hot topics. Pick the top 2 AI or dev-related ones. Then use ChatGPT to write a blog post about them. Use Midjourney to create a relevant image. Put it all together in Google Docs. And finally, email me the publish-ready content.
Whoa. Okay, that's using multiple websites, filtering info, using 2 different AIs, ChatGPT and Midjourney, then compiling it. That's a serious workflow.
Thinking about that level of integration, what's maybe an unexpected task someone listening could automate with this? Something beyond just summarizing news.
Well, building on that multi-tool idea, maybe something like monitoring competitor product reviews across different sites, summarizing the key complaints using ChatGPT, then automatically creating a bug report ticket in your company's Jira or Trello board.
Ah, yeah, that connects external monitoring with internal action.
Exactly. Or think about onboarding a new hire. You could prompt it to set up their accounts in Salesforce, Slack, Google Workspace, send out the standard welcome email pack, maybe even order their standard laptop from an internal purchasing portal, all triggered by one instruction. That ties into their Workspaces idea too.
Workspaces. Yeah, you can set up different Warmwind instances or digital employees, each equipped with the specific apps needed for a certain role. So you might have your sales ops Warmwind with Salesforce and LinkedIn access, and a separate marketing Warmwind with social media tools and design apps.
Okay, I see. Tailored digital workers. So let's step back. Why should someone listening right now really care about this? What does it mean for you, the listener? You know that feeling, right? Drowning in repetitive clicks, endless browser tabs, chasing emails. Sounds like you're describing my Monday morning.
Yeah, we've all been there. This is where Warmwind aims to make a real difference. It's not just about saving a few minutes, it's potentially a fundamental shift. For businesses, even solopreneurs, the benefits they're touting are pretty significant.
Like what?
Well, first off, the obvious one, 24/7 productivity. These AI workers don't need sleep or coffee breaks.
Go burnout.
Right, they can just keep working around the clock. This could genuinely enable new kinds of asynchronous workflows or even business models that weren't practical before. And then there's the automation of all those repetitive tasks we just talked about: social media posting, customer support first response, competitor tracking, updating CRM records, processing invoices. The list goes on.
And it scales.
That's the idea. You can start with automating one simple task, see how it goes, then gradually add more complex workflows, maybe hire more digital employees as needed. Scale from one task to 1,000, they say.
And the claim about not needing a big IT department, that seems like a big deal for smaller businesses or individuals.
It does. They're stressing that it's designed for, regular folks to use to make this kind of powerful automation accessible without needing deep technical skills.
Okay, it sounds incredibly promising. Almost too good to be true. For people listening who might be a bit skeptical, what about the practical worries? Did the sources address things like security or making it work with really old software? You mentioned Jenna spent 2 years developing this. Surely they hit some snags or had to address concerns.
Absolutely. Security is always top of mind with AI handling your data. They emphasize the end-to-end encryption and running it in secure cloud environments. And hosting the data in Germany under GDPR rules is a major part of their security and privacy pitch.
Okay, and the old software problem.
That's where the vision-based approach comes in, because it sees the screen and interacts like a human using a mouse and keyboard. It doesn't necessarily need a modern API to work with an application. So in theory, it can automate even quite old legacy programs. If you can use it, Warmwind can learn to use it.
And speed. Is it laggy watching it work through your browser?
They claim it's built for speed, running tasks efficiently in the cloud. The browser view is more for monitoring or teaching. The real work happens server-side. There's a dashboard for tracking progress, too. But, it's not magic. One person who tried it shared their experience, started skeptical, but got hooked after a week.
Hooked. Okay.
Yeah, despite, quote, a few hiccups. Apparently, the AI tried to wish their hairstylist happy birthday on LinkedIn, which probably wasn't intended.
Okay, that's brilliant. That really grounds it, doesn't it? It shows it's powerful, but maybe not perfectly autonomous just yet. You still need to supervise it, especially for things like, well, wishing people happy birthday on LinkedIn.
Exactly. You probably wouldn't let it loose on highly sensitive comms without some checks. It's a tool to work smarter, it helps you delegate, but it doesn't completely remove the need for human judgment.
Right. It augments you, lets you offload the tedious stuff so you can focus on the bigger picture, the strategy, the creative parts.
Precise.
So, bottom line, Warmwind OS. It's positioning itself as way more than just another app or AI feature. It feels like a genuine attempt at a new category, a real solution for working smarter, reclaiming time.
I think that's fair. And it leaves you with a pretty provocative thought, doesn't it? If an AI operating system means you can essentially hire these capable virtual employees in seconds to handle complex digital work, how does that start to redefine jobs? Not just automating tasks, but maybe changing the structure of workflows, even businesses themselves, in the pretty near future.
Hmm. What happens when all that repetitive digital labor gets automated away? What do we humans focus on then? That's definitely something to think about.